3 months ago, I hit capacity, not burnout, capacity. And what nobody tells you is there is no AI workflow system prompt tool in the world that can save you if your day-to-day execution is messy as fuck. So I built the one thing that I couldn't find anywhere, a daily planning system that holds both your business execution and your spiritual alignment in one place inside of Claude, and it's completely customizable. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how it works and how you can get it inside the premium version of Spiritual Business School. A 4/6 projector with diagnosed ADHD who is fascinated by almost everything. And if I'm not careful, I can go down rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole. From the outside, people think I'm insanely productive, but by my standards, I felt busy, not effective. So I reached out to Evelyn Weiss, who runs the Skool ambassador program, to work with her privately. She said, okay, how can I help you? I said, I have hit capacity with my current level of organization and skill. I need leverage. I'd seen what she'd been able to do with AI with her business, like that 60,000 MRR. I didn't need motivation. I needed leverage. She started walking me through the way that she thinks about AI, builds systems, creates offers, able to multiply herself, to be everywhere all at once. Before I could scale what I was doing, I needed to stabilize because there's no AI system in the world that can save you if your day-to-day execution is messy. Because business, it's not one thing, it's a million little things. And if you're not careful, you can get really caught up in the game. There's only 4 key activities that have to be done every single day, week after week. You have to attract new clients, nurture, convert, and deliver. That's just the physical side. It doesn't account for the spiritual work, reflection, self-awareness, certainty. Soft life does not mean a passive life. I'm so tired of these 7-figure feminine embodiment coaches selling the soft life, pretending that they just woke up in Bali one day in a linen dress and everything just flowed. Like, no. These women locked in for a decade. They mastered their craft. Soft life requires savage execution, and execution requires structure. I realized I could build now a system that holds both the business execution and your spiritual alignment. And so instead of buying another planner or downloading another productivity app, I built a system inside of a Claude as an artifact because I needed something that evolved with me. Everybody wants a software. Yes, I live in Croatia. It's amazing. Mostly. There are some things, but we won't get into that right now. Like the Wild West out here, to be honest. Everybody wants a soft life, but all those 7-figure coaches selling you the soft life, what they don't show you is the fucking 10 years of mastering their craft and locking in it took them to get where they are. And now they're selling you this soft life when on the back end, they're probably spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on ads every day. And they've just built, they have the systems in place to support it. There's no such thing as something for nothing. Okay. So if you want freedom, you need structure strong enough to hold it. Let me break this down simply. There's 3 core pieces to how the daily design system works. And then I'm going to show you the actual system and how you can get it for yourself. Number 1 is the miracle formula. This comes from Kabbalah. 99% of wealth is created in the spiritual realm first. Now, you still have to take that 1% of action, of aligned action in order to get there. So the miracle formula, this is something I do for myself every week, and this is part of the daily design system, is what is the 100% spiritual work, 100% physical work, certainty, and then prayer. And every week, there's always 4 activities that have to be done. There's no one right way. There's only your way and consistency, but it's always attract, nurture, convert, deliver. We always have to be doing those things. The way you go about those things will be your way. And it's beautiful, but we need to have goals for those. So that's your weekly overview. Then we go into the daily management system. This is where it gets good. Okay. Every morning it starts with a brain dump where you write down every single thing that you think you need to do. You get it out of your head and that's yourself. And then this is what I do. I wrote a role model letter from my future self. So after I do my brain dump, I go read my letter and sink in, ground into that. And I'm like, okay, what would this bitch be doing? What would she be doing? Okay, let's do whatever she's doing. That's what I'm doing today. Okay. And so then you ask yourself, like, out of this brain dump of things that I think need to be done, what has clear energy behind it? What really should get done today? And then you'll know what feels clear. And then look for synergy. How can one action serve multiple purposes? Attract, nurture, convert, deliver. This happens a lot when you're building things for your community. You're able to, or you're doing things for your own business. You're able to record a video of yourself doing the thing that you were going to do anyways. And all of a sudden it becomes a resource for your community. Then you're going to choose your top 3 focus tasks for the day. No more than 3. You might be able to do more than 3, but you're not going to commit to more than 3. Okay, 3. All right. Now, this is the ADHD hack that's really helped me. I don't know why it's been so powerful, but it's fucking amazing. So when I start something, I log the time. I have my top 3 focus tasks. Let's say I need to make a VSL today. Okay, so my VSL is task number 1. I put down in my thing what time I started doing it. And for whatever reason, the fact that I know that I need to log what time I finished it keeps me from going down the perfectionist, retarded ass rabbit holes that I'll go down looking at what everybody else is doing. Oh, look at this VSL. Maybe I'm doing like this. Maybe I'm doing like this. And then nothing gets done. And what's really cool is at the end of the day, you go in, you're like, okay, what worked well? What didn't work well? What's like overflowing into tomorrow? And then what kind of content ideas did I get from today? What lessons did I learn? What things did I figure out for myself and for my own business that I can share my content? And then all of that goes into a content vault. Okay. So let me show you how this works. I built this in Claude, by the way, so it is all customizable, which is super dope. But it all starts with your weekly overview. So this is where you set your activities or your goals for the attract, nurture, convert, deliver. You have your weekly reflection. What went well? Where do I need a breakthrough? What's not clear? Where do I need guidance? This is your miracle formula that I just told you about. Then we have our morning practice where you dump everything out. That's where I'll go read my role model letter to my future self. This is my role model letter that I'll read, and I have pictures in here that kind of bring me into the flow. You know what I'm saying? And then after we do that, we're like, okay, so what has clear energy behind it? What really needs to get done today? We're going to find synergy, leverage. How can one thing serve multiple purposes? If I have gotten anything from working, I work with Evelyn Weiss right now. She's just like the queen of low ticket. She generated like $9 million online. And she goes after low-hanging fruit. She's not undertaking these huge gargantuan projects that have like years to pay off. She's focused on the one thing that's going to have the greatest ROI on her business. And then she's using it in 10 different ways to Tuesday. Then we set our top 3 focus tasks. And then we say complete morning practice. During the day, here's where we're going to add our time entry. So redo VSL. Right now it is 2:40. Boom. And then we put it there when it's done. We can put any notes here about staying on track. Okay. And then our evening debrief. This has actually been so helpful for me. So like celebrating every single win. I don't know. People always think I'm a manifesting generator. I'm some kind of fire sign energy, which I'm not. But with 4/6 projector, I just have learned how to use AI very well. I've had really good mentors, and I just refuse to wake up at 7 a.m. and put on a bra and go to sit at a desk and have a guy tell me what to do all day. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes for my business. But what are all the wins? And you get more done in the day than you think you do for the most case. And if you didn't, that's okay. I still want you to write down what went well. Okay. Then what didn't go well without judging ourselves, just observing. Okay. What didn't get done today that really did need to get done today? We're going to put that here. And then any content ideas from today. So what could you teach from today's experience? Because I'm all about the role model energy. We're not showing up as the guru. I have it all figured out. I'm the be all end all expert. Amanda, I know everything. Like that is not true. Okay. The more you know, what is it? The more you learn, the less you know, or something. That's basically it. There's always more to learn and grow. Things are always changing and evolving. So we want to take our audience on the journey with us. That's what content is. Document, don't create. And then signs it's time to reconnect with your vision. If you feel behind, low energy, not feeling aligned, you want to burn everything down and start something new, comparing yourself to others, you need to get back in touch with your role model self, your higher self, with the creator, do some prayer, do some whatever it is you got to do. Okay. And then any of your content ideas that you put in here will roll into your content. And this will all be saved in your browser. And I didn't even tell you the coolest part about this thing is you can customize it. So let's say because I'm ADHD, there's certain things that I like to change. And you might want to change. You might not like these colors. You might want to move some things around. That's great. You can literally just go in here to Claude and be like, hey, change this to my brand colors. Here's my brand sheet and remove the energy based sorting. I don't like that. Add an Eisenhower matrix. You can literally do anything. So, if you're a spiritual entrepreneur who is deeply intelligent, you have the results, you're making money, but it's inconsistent, and you're just feeling frazzled and scattered and burned out, that it's a good sign. That's a good sign. It actually means you're expanding your capacity to receive even more. Because you don't want to stay the same forever. That just a rubber band gets stretched, we're stretching. Okay. If you want access to the exact daily design system I just showed you, it is part of the premium version of Spiritual Business School. It is in this A to Z tool and resource library. You can join Spiritual Business School for free right now. It is a freemium community. And then if you want, you could either just buy the A to Z tool and resource library. It's $22 right now, or you can get it free in the $9 premium tier. And that's where the daily design system lives. No one wants to go through this alone. Okay. I know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my community, my mentors, and I created the space that I wish existed. And now I'm literally surrounded by my people. It's the most incredible thing. So come on, join us. It's free to join. Like I said, if you want premium access, you just join the group and then you can go to skool.com/Amanda/plans and you can upgrade to premium. And if you want me to make a tool like this for you or help you with your own sales funnel strategy, building your own custom AI workflows, that's what we do inside of VIP. You can book a free chemistry call for that first and we'll see if it's a good fit. All right. I love you and I'll see you in the next one.